Hello, my name is Brenda Heyward. The information you may view may need to be asked of a specialist. I am not an attorney, real estate agent, or tax accountant. This video will highlight some of the required paperwork needed to have on hand to purchase your home that you want. This video is called Home Buyers Contract Process. The video will highlight additional information to your questions on what other paperwork may be required and add it to your need to know list. This short summary can be used as a guideline for the documents needed to gather and ask questions as you move forward on your journey as a buyer of your new home. You have found a home that you want to purchase, and now some decisions and processes must be made to get approval, to get the offer accepted. Viewers, I hope you brought your notebook and pencil. Let's talk about earnest money deposit. This money should be available in your bank account now that you have found a house so that you can write a check or place a transfer of the funds to hold the contract you are planning on writing. The earnest money will be held in an escrow account until closing after the contract is approved by the buyer and seller and contingencies are completed. The earnest money will still be held until the buyer and the seller complete the closing of the property. Another important document is the purchase agreement. The purchase agreement is used to formalize the commitment between the buyer and the seller. The completed signed contract will let you know that you won the seller's bid. The purchase agreement spells out everything you need to know. The agreement will contain the identification of both the buyer and the seller, the property description and condition, the purchase price, and any contingencies or conditions required to complete the agreement. Also, the future rights and obligations of both parties, along with what items are included in the sale. For example, the appliances, earnest money deposit amount, the closing costs, date of closing, when you as a buyer will receive keys to the house. The purchase agreement is one important document that gives instructions on the responsibilities of both the seller and the buyers. If the timelines are not met, problems will occur and you may not get the home you have wanted. Your realtor will be in contact with you to keep you moving forward and to get all requests for information completed and documented. An offer letter has the ability to turn or sway sellers in your favor in the seller's market. If your real estate agent suggests you write a letter, then put the offer letter together. The offer letter should be personalized with some of your personal information on why you love to purchase their home, who you are, and why the property is a perfect fit for you and your family. As you walk through the home, look for common interests that you share and add them to the offer letter, regardless of whether it is only that both of you love animals or just love gardening. Just add it to the letter. Just find a way to connect you as a buyer with the sellers. An offer letter can be used as an opportunity to explain why they should consider you less than asking price, your less than asking price offer, or any contingencies like waiting for the current property to sell. Ensure to ask your real estate agent if the seller has any disclosures that you need to review prior to entering into agreement. If you receive a copy, please read the document carefully. The document can disclose any non-visible problems with the home. For example, a leaking roof or an overflow valve not working, or just a little history on the home and any needed repairs and maintenance. A home inspection report is something you have to pay for upfront and is one of those contingencies that must be verified and negotiated between the buyer and the seller. Just a heads up, this cost could be over a few $100. The home inspection report lists the findings and conditions of the home that you want to purchase. The report details the condition of the foundation, the exterior siding, gutters, downspouts, bathroom fixtures, appliances, the roof condition, plumbing, HVAC, electric, and gas systems. If the home is already in bad condition, the home inspection might not improve your situation with the seller. It only helps you as a buyer out so that you can guess how much you will need to spend after the purchase. After the inspector has reviewed the property and the problems that he found, you want them repaired, you can negotiate with the sellers to request the items be repaired prior to closing. Or it's up to you whether you want to back out of the purchase if the property needs a lot of work and the sellers refuse to repair the problems they are found. Please look at the property prior to submitting the purchase contract. A home appraisal report is completed by the loan officer to determine the property value that the bank feels that it can get in the current real estate market. The mortgage lender arranges this appointment because it benefits the mortgage loan value and is very important when it comes to the mortgage approval. The home serves as the collateral for the loan. If you fail to make the monthly payments, the lender can repossess the property and recoup their losses. The appraisal value verifies that the property is worth the value agreed upon. The home appraisal helps the buyer out because it can tell them if the value is less than what they negotiated with the seller. They can either decide to walk away or come out of their pocket for the additional funds. One more option is to negotiate with the sellers and ask them to lower the price. You must keep in mind that the appraisal comes back less and you try to negotiate with the sellers, you might have to walk away because the funds are unavailable. Please do your homework because you need to know how the upfront costs needed to be paid to complete the closing or the transferring of the property from the seller to you as the buyer. Please let me know if you like this video by clicking on the thumbs up or leaving comments. Also, check out some of my other videos that may answer a few other questions you may have. My name is Brenda Heyward, and thanks for your time.